Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to Manny's Tuning. I got some cool stuff today. Check it out, man. Hey. Yo, so check it out. I ended up getting my whole coil on plug set from Burtons Racing. This is their new kit. It's a plug and play external coil on plug kit. So you do not need to solder into your board. All you need to do is just plug this thing up and drive it. And me and the Burton team have been emailing back and forth, and man, yo, thank you so much to Burtons Racing, Kaizen Speed, and Roscoe too. We ended up getting some good parts in. Let's take a look real quick on what's going on with this thing. So it's got the original distributor. Everything should plug in easily. I will take you guys step through step, and we will find out how to hook this thing up together. First things first, you need to pull the valve cover off. That way you can install this kit right here. And it's going to be this plate. Two of these are going to go on the valve cover, and you're going to take these two and drive them down. So you're going to end up removing the studs that come out of the valve cover. So it'll be number 1 and number 2. So this is going to be for 97 through 2001 Honda Prelude. It also might apply for 95 and 96 Prelude if it has the external coil, because it will have a crank sensor just like the 5th generation. So the crank sensor on the 5th gen and some 4th gens that are OBD2 are going to be on the oil pump side. It will be on the oil pump. We will utilize both of these plugs for the distributor. It is a lock distributor, so there is no timing needed. So everything will run as intended. So anyways, the wire for the crank sensor will run up on the side, and it'll all come up. So let me just jump into this really quick, and I will show you guys what's going on with it. All right, so first things first, you're going to disconnect all of your plugs to the top of it. You're going to remove your spark plug cover right there. I'm going to make this as straightforward as I can. My car is a little bit modified, but it's still kind of in an original configuration to where I can explain to you guys exactly what you need to do. All right. It is turbocharged, but I have kept everything essentially original as far as the wiring goes, and mostly everything. So you will remove your distributor. You are going to unplug your caps right here, and there's little tabs that will unlock right here, and you just pull them up and you disconnect them. All right, simple, very, very simple. You're going to remove your distributor cap, and yeah, just remove your 3 bolts that are right here. So 1, 2, and then there's one more right underneath here. See if I can get my finger in there so I can show you guys. Bam, right there. If it wants to focus. But anyways, so yeah, 3, you remove your distributor. Damn, my hand's dirty already. Who cares? That's cool. And then you're gonna have to dig underneath, but there is one plug for the crank sensor, and you're gonna pull that out, and I will get to that right now, and I'll show you guys. All right, so now that you got your distributor cap removed, it's just three bolts. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be it. You're going to unplug your ignition coil, your external. You're going to remove it by, I want to say it's 3 screws. Mine's a little modified, so yeah, there's going to be 1 screw at the bottom right there, another one at the top to hold the main housing, and then you're going to disconnect it right here. I only got 2 hands, and I'm holding a phone with 1 hand, so we're going to show you guys that shortly. And that should give us a little bit more access to get to the to that actual crank sensor. So hold on. All right, guys, so we have made it to the underside of the vehicle. Now I want you guys to see that on the 97 to 2001 or 96, let's just say for the external coil, let's just say for this plug, here's your oil pump on this side right here. You got one wire that's going to come out. All right. Now this is a little modified for my little setup. It's going to look different on your guys' car, but essentially you will have one wire, and it will be a 4-pin connector, okay? And you are going to plug that kit into here, all right? That way you guys have a connection. So what I recommend is cleaning this out. Use some electrical cleaner and just clean that plug up if you guys have some oily cars. So some of you will. I know I do sometimes. But yeah, that's really it on the bottom side. We'll plug that thing up and we'll get it going here pretty soon. All right, so we have taken off the valve cover. It would be a good time for you guys to do the valve cover gasket and all your little grommets on top. So what you guys need to do now is you're going to need to zap off with a 10 mil the left, or I guess maybe not the left, but these little pieces right here. All right, these are going to be for your gaskets. So you can discard these, throw these like somewhere safe, somewhere on the side that you're just not going to use. All right, you're going to pop this thing right back on after you guys. Damn. All right, we're going to fix this right here. Bam. All right, cool. Now it's on. You're going to throw all your grommets back on, and you are going to install these little puppies right here. All right. You're going to grab your Kaizen Speed Kit. This is just a setup that I chose. Every kit's going to be a little bit different. All right, compared to another. So let's put that right there. So what I recommend for you guys to do, making noise, to clean up the little surfaces to the grommets. You're gonna drop one of these down, bam, just like that. Drop another one down, just like that. And you get your plug ever so carefully and throw it down. You're gonna thread these in on both sides. And my assumption is you're gonna go with the OEM specification for your torquing sequence, all right? And I will get that torque spec for you right now. All right, so you get your service manual and you open it up to page whatever it is, I don't know. Okay, cool. If you want, take a screenshot of this and you will follow these torque sequences. So it'll be 1 in the middle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you're going to torque them to 8.7 foot-pounds each one. And yeah, that's it. That's going to be it. So I will probably end up torquing them down to like 10 foot-pounds just to err on the side of caution. That's pretty light, but I don't deviate from the service manual. There we go. That's it. Now that we are back here, you are going to plug in your coil packs. Each one, you're going to have to get 10 mil screws for each one of them. And that's going to be some small ones. I'll just show you guys. All right, guys. So after all of that stuff, you will grab a 20 amp fuse from just like a regular fuse, and you're going to plug this in to the yellow and black wire, and you're going to bridge them. You can tuck this away nicely. You can get a sleeve to go over it and cover it, and that should be it for that. Now you're going to have 3 wires, okay? One's going to go to your distributor. I made the mistake of ripping out all of the stuff on my other distributor right here. So you have to keep all the components, such as the ICM and the magnets that are inside of it. So it'll look a little weird, but it will be functional. You can do as you please. I personally will be getting rid of the excess wire, and I'm gonna try to tuck this in somewhere nicely remote, and maybe I can keep a sleeker look. But regardless of the fact, you can still tuck everything in nicely and it'll look professional. So that is the whole kit right there. With the 2 wires that you get, route this over from Burtons Racing. Their words were to plug in the existing crank sensor, one plug, to the factory harness on another. It does turn on, it does run beautifully. I will show you guys at the moment, so give me 2 seconds. All right, so now we are getting in this vehicle. I've got the turbo lude just kind of in shambles right now. I got other stuff going on with it. There we go. Man, this thing fires up really quickly now too. That is freaking awesome, dude. So shout out to Burtons Racing. Thank you so much. I will plug this into the community. This is a 100% plug and play kit. And it's freaking amazing. I don't have to solder into the board. I don't have to make any modifications to anything. Now, when you guys are dealing with this box right here, you can mount it up anywhere you'd like. There is quite a bit of room for it to go anywhere on this side. You just might need to make a bracket if you do not have the original battery and the OEM location. They do make a kit that sits right on top of it, and you could just bolt it right down to the factory battery or to the side of it. So seriously, shout out to Burtons Racing for putting in some badass work. This is cool. I get to transform my unreliable distributor into something that's modern. This is gonna last forever. It's gonna run correctly. And from what I see right now, it's super simple to install. The only tools you're gonna need are probably just a 10 millimeter, a 12 mil socket, or a 12 mil wrench to remove the distributor cap or the distributor. The 10 mil for the top, it's really simple. Man, I love it. You're going to mount up per Burtons Racing team the ground to the thermostat housing, and that works out perfectly. I'm sure you can get creative and route it anywhere else, but that's per the Burtons Racing team, and we will keep that just like how it is. And I will just clean it up. Man, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.